Not as far as I know. The seeds are mentioned in the dream of Cassarain, the prophecy of the last Druid King. The Fire Song seem to believe its time has come. The other circles, not so much. Perhaps the Dreyfa can make sense of all this. A council of druids, elders from all 3 circles. Archdruid Raval of the Stone Lore has summoned the Dreyfa to address grievances against the Fire Song. But up till now, Orlaith ignored him. Tell Stefan about this. Pirates aren't his only problem.
In the Cabal, the sheer might of the Black Hole makes it ostensibly invincible. Now, the term invincible is usually used in regards to its fellow Cabal, and it makes it the Cabal County Imperial.
It's always give and take with you, isn't it? I don't know why I even bothered trying to help. What? Well, I never. This must be the rudest squirrel on Galen. This squirrel is accusing me of robbing her out of house and home. Can you imagine the gall? Accusing me after all I've done for her? Talk. I can barely get a word in to defend myself. Then again, she's never been a very good listener. I don't know why I'm surprised. I started leaving out seeds and nuts for her after she lost her mate in an owl attack. But it's been months now, and I never once got a thank you, so I stopped. And now her tail's all in a puff. To her, I guess that counts as stealing.
They're coming for us. I was tired of walking anyway.
A single sea elf bested the lot of you?
She hit us like a storm of steel. Didn't kill anyone, though. Just put us in the sand.
Can you believe this? I came to check on my knights when I found them indisposed. House Mornard's finest. Pah! Now, who are you? My knights tracked a band of dreadsails to the cave here at Suncleft Cove. As they tell it, however, a single sea elf tore through them before they could search inside. Didn't even bother to kill them. Right, that was in my report. Since Sir Stefan sent you, I could use your help. Scout the cave. We have to find the prisoners and free them. I'll follow once my knights recover. Just watch out. Remember, we think the dreadsails have prisoners in there. Maybe some knights, but certainly druids from the nearby village. Find them if you can and set them free. We'll join you as soon as my knights recover their senses.
This one has the information I seek. We simply need to extract it from her. I'll take her with me to the keep. Dispose of the rest as you wish, but do not tarry long.
No, please! Don't hurt them! You only need me!
Give me the chills.
You lead. Slack, you and your Sea Lord aren't fit to call yourselves Marimer.
Stay your hand, stranger! This sea elf saved our lives.
I told the fool knights outside I wasn't their enemy. Do you have more sense than them? You're willing to talk? At least you're smarter than those knights outside. I suppose Sea Lord Nalos and his scum have taught the people of this island to fear anyone with blue skin. Understand this. I don't answer to that foul beast. Captain Siravane of the Gilded Blades. You'd call me a pirate, I suppose? But I'm not one of Sea Lord Nalos' traitors, and I'm not involved in all this druid foolishness. You look confused. Must be from the continent. Yes, I'm a Marimer. Well, they're not captives anymore, and you and I need not be enemies. Sea Lord Nalos is my quarry.
for reasons of my own. But I'll tell you this much, mercenary. Nalos seeks some sort of druid relic. I'm not sure. That slimy eel escaped and he took one of the druids with him. Probably thinks she can take him to that seed. No matter. I'll find him. Warn your allies about the Sea Lord, mercenary. Galen isn't safe while he lives.
The Sea Elf escaped. Too bad. At least we can get these druids to safety. We'll handle things from here. Return to Vastir and report to Sir Stefan when you're ready.
sea elf pirates become more brazen every day. When is House Mornard going to do something?
You know, House Dufort never has these problems on High Isle.
That's not entirely true. There are those incidents with the Ascendant Order.
What a lovely little island this is. The air is almost dewy. Quite different from the sands that I'm used to. Ain't that right, Unu? What's this? About my Unu? Ah, not a chance. For the rest of my time on Galen, Unu won't leave my side. Perhaps I'll carry him on my head. Or in my... My Unu is safe and well, thanks to you. I almost wish they had gotten their grubby hands on him. Unu would have left some nasty burns to mark this discretion. I'm the only one he doesn't spit flames at, you see. What a sight that would have been. We'll continue our respite until we're called back to our duties in Hammerfell. Worry not. I won't let Unu out of my sight so long as we remain here. I've come to quite like this island, and Unu seems fond of the taste. He may not look it, but Unu is a key component to our business endeavors. None would dare pull one over on me with the looming threat of third-degree burns nipping at their heels. And well, it doesn't hurt that he's quite adorable. I have my suspicions. Unu and his kind are native to Hammerfell. He may be the first dragon frog to set foot on Galen. And I mean, look at him. It's no surprise that he's caught an envious eye or two. I could put him in a carrier cage, though I can't imagine he'd enjoy that. Perhaps I should enroll him in a training program. Ensure that he'll be prepared in an emergency situation. A program led by...
Taking that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razi's guarantee. You there, Traveler. You look as adventurous as my taste buds. Care to help the greatest chef in Tamriel with an urgent task?
I read that driftwood burns with a different flame, but I've never tried it.
Perhaps they will get bored of Raz. One can only hope.
At dawn's break, we sing her praise. A new life flows from autumn bed. As birds emerge from the haze, her spirit will last beyond our days. Volcanoes breathes life from her moon. Where fire stirs, flowers now bloom. Where earth once glad, the isle glows. Clear skies come through, thick smokes bloom.
Five Claw! In such a place. Joan and Jode must have sent you. Raz needs a small favor, if you can spare a moment. It concerns the two large thugs over there. They try so hard to look intimidating, almost adorable, yes? They are tailing Raz. Raz already has tail, far sleeker than they and less clumsy to boot. But still, this one cannot complete his mission without first being rid of these... A mission most intriguing, yes? The pirate Captain Redblade seeks to raise an armada. Only Raz's sharp wits and sharper claws can stop this. So this one asks a favor. Distract the thugs, so Raz might slip out this side door. What do you say? Distract the thugs, and Raz will slip away. Then, meet this one outside near the tavern. Raz is reminded of that time in Velen Harbor. A bar, a pair of nasty thugs, and nowhere to go but out a window. Raz was picking glass out of his fur for days. Shh! Too many ears listen here, friend. Raz arrived in advance, as Queen Irene Arana Aldmeri made ready to travel to High Isle. Then, Raz caught a whiff of something bad, and this one was given leave to follow his nose. The Queen is well, thanks to you. This one heard all the details. The Ascendant Order, the talks, a daring escape from a moldering old fort. Raz will not soon let her forget what happened when he was not at her side.
You'll never be without a friend in the city of
They say the Hagfen is safe for travel these days, but I still hate nasty, smelly swamps.
Gale and shining gem, Vastir, Vastir. Rise above the waves, Vastir, Vastir. Hear its melody, Vastir, Vastir. City with a song. Go have a drink at the Jaded or not, and your worries disappear. Druids and nobles and peasants are all welcome in the city of Vastir. Along the sisters' lovely coast, to our shores we hope you live, smiling and laughing and dancing away the night in the city of Vastir. Vastir, Vastir, Gale and shining gem, Vastir, Vastir. Rise above the waves, Vastir, Vastir. Hear its melody, Vastir, Vastir. City with a song. Sturdy walls, ships docked in Vastir. You'll find no better place than the city of Vastir. Vastir, Vastir, Gale and shining gem, Vastir, Vastir. Rise above the waves, Vastir, Vastir. Hear its melody, Vastir, Vastir. City with the song.
Your people are in as much danger as everyone else, Galfin. Sea elves make no distinctions when it comes to staging raids.
I didn't say we weren't, Dame Fada. But the Stonelord can fend for themselves. We always have.
I'm simply suggesting that you bring your people into the city. The Vine District has enough room for more druids.
What is it?
I saw nothing.
Something you need?
Let me be clear. Leave! You need to go. Now!
They're alive! Why?
Problem, Sarah?
This place gets chilled. Once upon a time, I cared about way too much. Now, I probably care about way too little, but I wake up feeling well rested each morning. So, what can I do to help you wake up feeling well rested? Got some goods for me to look at?
Your people are in as much danger as everyone else, Galfin. Sea elves make no distinctions when it comes to staging raids.
I didn't say we weren't, Dame Feda. But the Stonelord can fend for themselves. We always have.
I'm simply suggesting that you bring your people into the city. The Vine District has enough room for more druids.
Ah, here's our mate now.
Well met, friend.
Dulef tells me you handled yourself well at Windrak Fort. Now, what news of the other two locations? Laurel seemed troubled when she returned, but she went to find Archdruid Reval before I could speak to her. A good thing I sent you to Tuin, then. The Eldertide rarely need or want our help, but I'm glad we could provide it. Still, why would the Dreadsails take prisoners to the Cove? When Sea Elves take captives, they usually sail off and demand ransom. The Dreadsails are working with a druid of the Firesong Circle? The Firesong usually have nothing to do with outsiders, let alone Sea Elf pirates. And now I understand why Laurel seemed so worried, and why the Dreyfa has been summoned. What madness! A war among the circles is the last thing Galen needs right now. I've been invited to observe the Dreyfa. I'd like you to tag along. Find Laurel in the Vine District here in the city. If she agrees, you can join us. The Vine District lies on the east side of the city near the harbor. It's a small druid conclave. I'll join you there shortly. I need to confer with my father and send scouts to search for Sea Lord Nalos while we attend the Dreyfa. The Eldertide Circle has no love of outsiders. If they had their way, we'd get back into our ships and return to High Rock. The Circle here on Galen is more forgiving than the Eldertide on High Isle, but they still don't fully trust us.
Off we go! Hope we find something?
Change of plans?
Oh, hello again. What brings you to the Vine District? I hoped to see you again, my friend. But I need to prepare for the Dreyfa. The Elders really must deal with the strife that has come between the circles. You know, that's not a bad idea. Few outsiders are permitted to attend the council meetings. But you can attest to what we saw at Tuin. The Firesong Circle is willing to use force to gather the 3 sacred seeds. And that's just wrong. The last Druid King gave 1 seed to each circle long ago. He also gave us a prophecy, the Dream of Kasserine. Some Druids consider it a warning, but Archdruid Orlaith and others believe it's a cult. Meet me at the Telling Stone, the landmark near the center of the island. It would be easier to simply show you the prophecy, and it's close to Dreyfa Dell. Besides, Fried might be there. They will want to see you again.
Taking that aroma, folks. That's the Chef Razi's guarantee. You there, traveler. You look as adventurous as my taste buds. Care to help the greatest chef in Tamriel with an urgent task?
You are going to let me try that, right?
darkness stirs. Roots tremble. Druids gather. I am the nourisher. The sower. Needed?
I don't think that's wise, Free. I don't trust the fire song.
Fire song. Pulsing, torn free from the ground. Leaves. A memory. You. There when blood soaked the leaves. When eyes opened and roots awoke. Defender. You feel it. Yes? Unrest in the soil. Wrongness. A song of hate blows through the branches. Harm drips like sap. It soaks the ground. Awaken to fire. Tremors. Volcano. Deadwood. Blood in the shadows. I am troubled. Rock. Root. Leaf. Brook. All dreams of the green. My kin. Spirits given form. We are. Purpose. Meaning. Now, a new purpose grows. Unwelcome change. King Kasserine called me from the green. A choice to be made. A moment. Waiting. Needed. My purpose is to be. Wait. Listen. Roots must find water before they drink.
Welcome to the Telling Stone, my friend. These runes tell the prophecy we call the Dream of Kasserine. Almost nothing survives from the time of the Druid King, but we have this, and now Free as well. You saw what Archdruid Michiel did to the Weirds. Druids who are ready to hurt others like that shouldn't get what they want. So I've been keeping Free safe, and helping them learn about people. They grow more every day. It's incredible. I probably know more about the Druid King than any other druid alive, but so much remains a mystery. The Dream of Kasserine describes a mountain shaking and a sower awakening. I think it's talking about Mount Firesong and Free. So much has been lost, so I can only guess. Maybe Archdruid Orlaith believes the seeds must be united to make the prophecy come true? Until they end their violent ways, though, I plan to keep Free a secret. Let's go see what happens at the Dreyfa. The Dreyfa will begin soon. 3 Archdruids from each circle meet in a dell within the hills across the valley just to the south of here. We should make our way there. I don't want to miss anything. Someday a new Druid King will appear to take the Ivy Throne. Kasserine led our withdrawal from the mainland, but he also saw a day when druids would once again take their place in Tamriel, for good or ill. The dream is a promise and a warning. Some druids believe we're destined to bring a green renewal to Tamriel, to teach everyone to live in harmony with nature. Others fear a green scourge, when nature runs amok, and the tyranny of druids takes hold. I think the dream is a metaphor. Cassarain was reminding us of where we came from. The day he describes will never come, but we should lead our lives as if it's close at hand. Make the right choices, do the right things. That's how I see it. Hard to say. So much is open to interpretation. I think it warns of a usurper who claims the kingship by force and treachery. It may be related to the end of Cassarain's rule. I found one reference to an all-weather death cult active at that time.
An outsider? Well, if this is Y'ffre's will... Come here, please. Outsider, I fear for my wife, my Gwenaël. A group of Firesong druids attacked our home in Y'ffre's path. I managed to escape the slaughter, but Gwenaël's still in there. I tried to go back for her, but the path has grown more dangerous.
The day is upon us. The Dreyfa must crown a new druid king.
Perhaps, but you have no right to claim the sacred seeds by force.
You hide your seeds and keep the sower of Cassarain's dream for yourself. You declared this war, not the Firesong.
No druid king can be crowned until the circles are united. The telling stone is quite clear.
This Dreyfa is a sham. If I must burn away the old to reveal the new, so be it!
Orlaith killed most of the Dreyfa. She's getting away!
Laurel, wait! Damn. I'll go after her. Friend, protect the remaining archdruids. Teach these snakes a lesson, mate. Help you Raval and Elec safe!
Go help Laurel and Stefan.
Go on! I'll keep watch here.
mainlanders should not meddle in Druid affairs. Deal with them, Brenna.
Get back, you fetcher! Dig in! Don't let them separate us!
You defeated my champion? Tell Count Mornard to stay out of this, or his son's life is forfeit.
The Elder Tide will make Orlaith answer for this outrage.
She has young Stefan. We must tread carefully, yet, thanks to this mainlander, we still live.
We must inform Count Mornard. I won't tell Archdruids what to do, but you're welcome in Vestir.
Orlaith was going to take me, but Stefan intervened. He put himself in danger to save me and protect my circle. We need to tell Count Mornard what happened, and then we have to help Stefan. Archdruid Orlaith never intended the Dreyfa to judge her actions. Root and rot. She only agreed to come so she could have the Dreadsails kill the Archdruids. She meant to leave the Stone Lore and the Eldertide crippled and without their leaders. So I see. Thank you. That was more good than I could do. I chased after Orlaith and ran directly into her hands. Worse yet, I brought Stefan right to her. Now the Firesong Circle has a hostage. I don't know, but Count Mornard will be furious. Archdruid Orlaith might demand the sacred seeds in exchange for Stefan. Or she could make House Mornard stand down until her allies collect the seeds for her. This...
Yeah, I know you're hungry, but my robes aren't for eating. Oh, maybe they can help us. Do you have time to help some? Well, fawns aren't exactly defenseless creatures, but they are in danger. Just because they're intelligent creatures doesn't mean that they don't need help. The herd is suffering because a wolf pack moved in. The great beasts are eating every creature in sight. It's only a matter of time before they eat the fawns too. No, definitely not. I want someone to take these fast-growing seeds and plant them throughout Fawn's thicket. Fawns love the taste of the berries, but wolves can't stand them. I can offer a reward if you're inclined to assist me. I'll mark the places in Fawn's thicket where you should plant the seeds. Once the fawns start eating, the wolves won't go near them. They really can't stand the smell. We'll be planting seeds as well, but we'll stop by to see how you're doing. Great work! Let me see how it's growing. These berries are growing in nicely. They'll be ready for the fawns in no time. This spot is even nicer than I expected. Let me check on the berries. Oh, these sure grew in nicely. No, look how happy Mohair is.
Getting good at this. Well, I probably should be proud of it. Off with you, Swit!
Younger fawns play up here. They'll love these berries. Yes! The fruit is starting to bud. Oh, how exciting! Let's regroup outside Fawn's thicket. Leave the herd to find the berries on their own. Mohair is really excited. He kept running to each of the berry plants and back to me. I'm pretty sure there are more brambles in his fur than I've ever seen before. You made this little fawn very happy. And the herd too, I suspect. Did you hear that fawn's joyful bray? Happy fawns are hungry fawns, and they'll discover the plants soon enough. Once the berries become part of their diet, the wolves will leave them alone. Here. My purse isn't large, but you helped save this herd. Thank you again for your help. I can't abide preventable deaths, but now I won't have to imagine fawns like little Mohair here getting gobbled up by a hungry wolf. As safe as anything that lives in the wild can be. Mohair and I will come check on the herd every now and then to see how they're getting along. Plant a few more berries if necessary. No, the fawns and wolves need some time to settle in. If we stayed and observed, then I'd be more likely to intervene too early. We'll stay in the area, but I won't check on the herd for a while. Mohair will let me know if something goes wrong. He let me know when the herd was frightened of the wolves. I don't know if he caught a scent or if he heard the fawns call from far away. Fawns are miraculous creatures. Did you know they have magic? I learn something new about them every day. We were thinking about heading toward Vastir. There's always newcomers there to educate about fawns. Besides, it's been a while since we visited the Vine District, and there are some folks who'd love to see how big Mohair's getting. All right, Mohair. Want to say goodbye to the herd before we leave? I keep hoping he'll rejoin a herd, but he always comes back to me.
An outsider? Well, if this is Ifray's will... Come here, please. Outsider, I fear for my wife, my Gwenaël. A group of Firesong druids attacked our home in Ifray's path. I managed to escape the slaughter, but Gwenaël's still in there. I tried to go back for her, but the path has grown more dangerous. Yes, Outsider, animals lash out. The spirit motes that once inspired us blanket the land in a thick fog. The spirit of the path may be injured or frightened. I do not know what the Firesong want or how they turn my home against me. The spirit of Ifray's path. We call it the Chronicle. We Eldertide made our home here to care for and tend to the spirit. Outsider, I'm trusting you. I'm putting my wife's safety in your hands. Help me find her. The entrance to the path is just over there. I'll meet you on the steps down into the Sacred Valley. There we can find out what happened to my Gwenaël. But first, let me bless you against the dangers within. Yes, we're members of the Eldertide Circle. You're fortunate that I need your assistance. Outsiders aren't usually permitted to set foot in our sacred sites. But Ifray sent you, 3, Eldertide, Stonelaw, and Firesong. Stonelaw are adequate druids, but they stay close to betraying the true way. Accepting outsiders? The Firesong are reclusive, but they never attacked other druids before. You're not a druid. You don't belong on the Sisters Archipelago. Still, I'll set aside my animosities for Gwenaël. She's my bubbling spring. She soothes the burns of life and cools my harsh temper. We need to save her. I've been searching the perimeter of the path since the attack, and I've seen no one else. I can't believe I left without her. If I'd only stopped to see if she followed, she'd be safe. If she died... Ifray's path is a sacred place, with a small community of druids to look after it. Ifray set the spirit here, the one we call the Chronicle. It shares stories with us, shows us events that happened long ago. Through the blessings of the spirit motes, Ifray is the storyteller. All of nature comes from Ifray, but so do our tales and songs. The Chronicle utilizes particles released by the Chronicle. Normally we breathe in the gift of the spirit and experience the story it wishes us to see. A vision, you might call it. Oh, Ifray, let no overcast skies or snaring vines cloud the intention of our thoughts. Storms have mercy. The moats are even thicker now. Druid Senna saw the moat cloud form? It's like nothing I've encountered.
For mummy.
We found the last notes of Druid Senna and a group of dead Eldertide. But my Gwenail is still among the missing. What do you think, outsider? What do your non-Druid senses tell you? Yes, the Chronicle grows plants called muse-mouths, which release a small amount of spirit motes when we commune with it. The motes show us the stories. They've never threatened or harmed us before. And they never appeared as great clouds either. Other than the thick concentration, I'm not sure. Druid Senna mentioned that the fire song caught in the fog lowered their weapons. No, but the others all lived in our community. And from the looks of it, they were killed by the fire song attackers. They must have been surprised. Not finding my wife could mean anything. All we know is that she's not here. She could be anywhere. But yes... let's go check the waterfalls to the north. The waterfalls? I'd rather not discuss the waterfalls. That area is very private, not a place for those outside our circle. Still, there were a lot of them in the raiding party. They must be somewhere.
Get it out!
join. The spirit of the path. It calls to us. We must go. Defend it. Protect it.
Attack. Frightened. It needs us. It must be defended. Defend! Defend!
Wait! Not in there! Over here, outsider. It appears that the spirit motes do more than just tell us stories, outsider. That fire song druid's mind was clearly being influenced, if not outright controlled. The blessing I bestowed upon us before we set out must be keeping the motes at bay. Given the power we just saw, I'm not sure how much longer. It is a sacred place, outsider. The tunnels lead to ritual chambers, the Musemouth plants, and to the spirit of the path, the Chronicle. Hopefully, my Gwynair is also...
This is a fight now. Did you see it too? The spirit is trying to tell us something. Outsider, this is the Chronicle, the spirit we communed with. But it's grown dark. Can you feel the anger radiating from it? The sadness? I don't like the looks of this. The Chronicle's always been more emotional than other nature spirits. It comprehends the experience of mortals and feels our emotions vicariously through the stories it shares. I've felt its calm, perhaps, but there's a depth to this emotion I've never felt before. It unnerves me. You refuse to give us Ifray's gift? Very well. We will just kill you and take the Chronicle.
We can't just give you the Chronicle. The spirit is bound to this sacred place.
Then we'll cut the Chronicle from the roots and... What's happening?
Spirit motes.
Spirit motes saved Gwynair?
But why do the Fire Song want the Chronicle? Such a high concentration of spirit motes is dangerous. The blessing won't protect us from this. Worse, the muse-mouth plants in the room ahead are bloated, spewing out huge clouds of spirit motes. I can remove the vines that block the door, but I'm too purified water from a sacred waterfall. Gwinnell uses it to awaken those who sometimes get lost in the visions. The water... It worked. I knew it would. forest wraith. I expected to find Firesong druids in here. Forest wraith. I expected to find Firesong.
Joined the buoyant homages.
A forest wraith. Forest wraith. I expected to find...
Hope we find...
These sea elf pirates become more brazen every day. When is House Mornar going to do something?
You know, House du Fort never has these problems on High Isle.
That's not entirely true. There are those incidents with the Ascendant Order.
Even having a wall of rock at your back is no guarantee of safety.
Rise above the waves, vast dear, hear its melody, vast dear, city with a song. From sturdy walls and vendor stalls, ships docked in our pier, you'll find no better place than the city of Bastir. Bastir, gale and shining gem, Bastir, rise above the waves, Bastir, hear its melody, Bastir, city with a song. Yay! Whoa!